Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy with planoncharms, and in today's video we are going to be doing a little, swap. So this is an outgoing mail swap. I will have all of the information of the host down below, but it is a swap over on Instagram, and it's Anne that's hosting it. And let me see, I don't recall what her let's see what her Instagram is called. I should have had this already pulled up, so I do apologize. Let's see. Oh, I guess it's just her name. So anyways, I'll have Anne's information listed in the description box below. This is the first swap that I am doing with Anne. So anyways, let me show you what I did for the host gift. So first I got this cute round scallop notepad that has a strawberry and a pen, and it's just super cute. And then I went ahead and put all of her goodies in this bag here. So first I made her this pokey tool that is a bee with all the yellow and black. And then I did these bows. So one of the items that we have to swap are bows, so I made extra so that she has some for any future swaps that she might be doing. Then I was over at Hobby Lobby and found this adorable bee mug. It's just like one of those little tiny mason jars, and it has a bee on it. And then of course I had to pick myself up a strawberry one. So cute, I love it. Okay, and then I made this cute little box here on my Cricut. And then inside here are some goodies. So I did some little jars here. So one of the items that we are swapping with our partner is like confetti. Let's see. Sequin mix, bead mix, or charm mix. So this is like a sequin mix, but this one's got the strawberries and then some flowers and leaves, and then this one is the bees with some flowers and leaves. And then I did this little keychain dangle with a strawberry and then the red pom-pom. So super cute. This was such a fun swap to do. All of the stores have so many strawberry and bee things right now, with it being springtime, and it's just so much fun. And then the last thing I did for Anne was this memory deck. So it's got the little gingham pattern with the strawberries and then the bees, and then my information on the back. And then inside here, I just added some little three-dimensional stickers, some strawberries, and some more of those bees that are on the front. So I will go ahead and package this back up. Like I said, this is just the host gift. This isn't the items that were required or anything. I mean, some of them were the required items for our swap partner, but the host, well, at least from the swaps that I have participated in, the host have never required anything for them. But it is a lot of work that goes into all of this, so I do like to show my appreciation to the host for all of their kindness in hosting these swaps and all the effort they put into it. So anytime I participate, I like to do a little something for the host. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here, and then I'm gonna put everything back inside this bag. And that way, when I ship off everything, she will have a little something to open for herself. And okay. Sorry, bear with me a minute while I just package it up. I mean, I figure I might as well do it all now instead of later. Okay. So put that to the side, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you what was required. So here are the requirements. And this is due by May 30th, and it's a make one get one or make two get two, and then you must pick one item from each category. So the first category is a stick pin, a pokey tool, beaded pin, a dangle, or a bracelet. The second category, we've got 4 A2 cards with envelopes, 4 3x3 cards with envelopes, or 4 layered tags on a ring or ribbon. And then the next category, we have 4 handmade flowers, 4 rosettes, or 4 bows. And then the next category, we have a sequin mix of 2 tablespoons or more, a bead mix, a healthy amount, or charm mix. And then the next one, we have a mini pocket letter with goodies in the back, an ATC, which is an artist trading card, or a memory decks. And then with these, you want to make sure you include your information, such as your name, social media, birthday, things like that. And then the last category we have are 2 shakers, 2 bag toppers, 1 wand, or 2 flags or pendants. And so, yeah, you want to pick one from each category. And then she does ask that you add either a sweet treat or a store-bought goodie. And then here is Anne's information here. And then I'll go ahead and put that off to the side there. And then here is how I have it all packaged up. And if I remember the tutorial for this little bag, I will leave it in the description box. Okay, so first off, I got this bee napkin ring. This is from Hobby Lobby, and it's like a felt, and it's really super cute. And it is a napkin ring. However, there are so many other things you can use this for. It's just super cute. And then I have bows. So let me go ahead and open this real quick. Okay, so you only need to include 4 bows, but I was kind of on a roll here, so I ended up doing 8. So here, let me show you a little close up. This one is, they're all like a faux leather, and this one has sunflowers and bees on it, and I attached a little ribbon flower. This one has sunflowers and bees as well, and I included this little glitter paper flower. This one is like rainbows with bees and added a little bee on there. And then this one is it's a red and white checkered, kind of like a picnic blanket, and then added a little strawberry. This one here is the same as that one, so it's the sunflowers and bees with a little bee. And then just this light pink with a strawberry. And then this one is like a holographic pink, and then it has a little button with a flower. And then this one here is that same print as this with the sunflowers and bees. And then I added a little honey pot. So super cute there. And oh, it looks like some of the adhesive is poking through there. Okay. So there's that. And then these are the 2 shakers that I did. So the first one here, and I absolutely love how these things turned out. I'm pretty proud of them. Okay, so the first one is this beehive. I added a little red bow here, and then as you can see, I added some gold glitter glue along the top just to kind of give it a little shimmer. And then I added that sequin mix that I gifted to Anne in here. And so it has the bees, the flowers, the leaves, and I just thought it was super cute inside of this beehive. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think of what that was called. So that is the first shaker I did. And these little cello bags, I got them from Daiso. They're cute little strawberry ones, and I think it adds just a little touch of whimsy there. And there we go. It wasn't wanting to go down. Okay, and then the next shaker, this one is my absolute favorite. Now, I love how the beehive turned out, but this one, I love it. I am obsessed with it. Okay, so this is a little mason jar, and it's kind of like a strawberry jam. So it's got some strawberry jewels in there, and then it has that sequin mix of the strawberries and flowers and leaves there. And then I added this bow and tag, and the bow has some strawberries, and kind of the way I punched it on from the cardstock, it says "You are my person." And then the mason jar is just popped up with some ribbon around the edging. And then I did like a silver vinyl over the top for like the lid. And I just love how that turned out. It just is so stinking cute. And I don't know if you can hear the dirt bike, but my son broke his collarbone a couple of weeks ago and just had surgery on his collarbone a couple of days ago. But it's been a couple of weeks since he started his dirt bike, so he can't do it himself right now since he's only capable of using one arm. So he had a friend come over to help him start it. So they're in the garage making all kinds of noise. Okay, so then pokey tool. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to leave that visible so that you can kind of follow along with the requirements there. Okay, so then we've got either a stick pin, pokey tool, beaded pin, dingle, or bracelet. And I ended up doing 2 things. So I did the strawberry pokey tool here. And then I also did a bee dingle. So there's the bee and then the yellow pom-pom. So it's basically the same thing I'm giving the host, but these are opposite. So the host is getting the strawberry dingle and then the bee pokey tool, and then vice versa for this one. And then there are the sequin mix. So there's the same ones that I gifted the host. So it's the 2 tablespoons or more, and there is more than that because those little sequin, they're like the clay sequins. they are jam-packed in there. So I hope that whoever receives this enjoys that, because I love it. They're so much fun. And now I can't get everything back in this little box. So yeah, I made the little box too. It's very similar to the one that I gifted, and I made it on my Cricut, and it's just cardstock. And then let's see, we've got, oh, a sweet treat. So I found these at Five Below. They're sour diamond strawberry vanilla. I have never had them, but they are a Swedish candy, so hopefully they're good. Okay, and then we have 4 cards. So I did the 4 A2 cards, so let me show you here. This one says Berry Sweet with a strawberry basket, and I did pop up all of the letters there, and I put it on this plaid background. I thought it was really cute for spring, summer. And then this one, it says Be Happy, and we've got the bees and then the strawberry. And this one is just kind of layered up, and then of course popped up on foam dots there. And then this one, I love the bee's wings. So I cut out the bee's wings on acetate and then covered it in silver glitter glue so that it kind of gives it that iridescent look. And then of course the strawberries and the leaves, I added some glitter to them as well. And they are different layers, so some of them are straight down onto the background, some are popped up. And then this one says Be You, and these little bees are popped up, as well as this whole background. And then this one is the only one that has something on the inside of the card. So let me go ahead and show you that real quick. So the rest of them are just blank on the inside, but this one I went ahead and added the background of the honeycombs with the bee, so it just kind of matches there. But this one is probably my favorite. Oh, and the U. So I cut it out twice so that I could have them offset a little bit, and then it looks a little bit more dimensional. So, and the same thing kind of with the bee. So it's printed onto the cardstock, and then I cut it out again to be able to pop it up a bit. So yeah, those are the 4 cards, and let me close this back up. And then the last thing here is the memory decks card. So this is very similar to the one I made for Anne, except it's kind of reversed here. So it's strawberries and then the gingham up here and then the strawberries down there. And then I included the same stickers on the inside. So we have the bees and the strawberries. And then let me go ahead and show you this little basket. Oops, that cardstock is kind of peeling there. I guess I have it a little too close to the crease there. So when you are doing these kind of things, make sure you don't get too close to the seam, because then it starts to separate that cardstock. Okay, let me go ahead and close this up, and then I will show you the little picnic basket / bag, whatever you want to call it, that I made here. Okay, so here it is, empty. So there's the inside. It has 2 smaller pockets on this side, and then 2 larger ones on the other side. And then, oh, it looks like I need so I added ribbon along this center part as well as on the corners. I just thought it needed a little something extra, so I added on the ribbon, and I like how it turned out. However, it's kind of separating right here, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But anyways, I've got a nice good sized spot in the middle, and then I added some pink cardstock to kind of back it there. And then there is the outside. I added some of this daisy ribbon all the way around the bottom, the strawberry paper, and then I added bees throughout, and I just think it turned out so cute there. And yeah, I hope that my swap partner enjoys it. And let me go ahead and get everything back in here. So as you can see on my desk here, let me kind of zoom out a skosh. But yeah, as you can see, there is a lot here that all fit in this little bin. So let's go ahead and put everything back in here. We've got the cards, we've got the candy and the shakers. And then we have the pokey tool, and we have the memory decks card, we have the bows, and then we have the little box, and then the bee there. And look at how cute everything looks all in here, nicely put back together. So yeah, I think this was such a fun swap, and I can't wait until the next one. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and follow along for more crafty content. All right, thanks friends, bye.